say? Okay, got you, dear. All right. Are we streaming different platforms or just one platform?
Both different platforms. 2 platforms.
Okay.
Are you on the phone or Maximus or?
I'll probably hold it and he could talk. He just have to talk loud. Well, blessings to each and every one of you that are on your way to what? We're on what? YouTube.
Yep. YouTube and Facebook.
YouTube, Facebook. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So blessings to each and everybody. So I am out with my family, and we're celebrating. Today is a special day.
Yes, it is.
I know some of you say this is the day the Lord has made. True. But this is a day where we're celebrating 19 years of marriage.
Woo!
19 years of marriage. That's not, you don't hear too much. That's not really long compared to what it used to be with folks.
True.
Because, some people, they get through the 2-year mark, man. They did good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then today, I think I was on that board.
Yeah.
Need to get back on there.
Yeah, it's a good board.
I think today, if you could break through the 2-year mark, man, that's powerful. Because most people don't make it through 2 years now. You know?
Wow.
So,
that's like a business.
Yeah. So, Ephraim, you want to go ahead and ask some questions? So we titled this "Marriage Still Works."
Yes.
We probably should have titled it "A Godly Marriage is What Works."
Yes.
Because you got a lot of people. You got all kinds of marriages today. You got same-sex marriage. It's funny because I was like passing out literature the other day, and I had gave one of those cards for comedy night to a lady, and then when I went around the car to a lady that was coming by from the grocery store, I was giving her a card. She said, "Oh, you gave my wife a card already." I was like, and it caught me off guard. I gave your wife, because I was like, "You're a woman," and then I said, "Oh."
Right.
I was like, oh, I kind of forgot that, the kind of world we're in today.
Yeah.
It's your thing. You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. But I'm just saying, God's way, marriages still work.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Catherine just sent the message. Happy anniversary. May God continue to bless you. Thank you, Catherine. That just came in through a text. I don't know if she's watching, but that just came in through a text. Can you see if anybody's on here? I guess not. So, dear, what would you say has been the success of our marriage? Actually, before we get into the success, what has been the downsides? People always don't want to talk about the success of marriage.
Yeah.
What about the downside of marriage, or the opposition or the challenges of marriage? Because nobody want to talk about that. Everybody want to talk about, and you know what get me. And I know some husbands ain't gonna like this, but what gets me is when a young guy, he really wants to know truthfully. And Ephraim, I'm gonna let you go ahead because you're supposed to be talking. I don't hear you talking. You're supposed to be interviewing us. You awake?
Yeah, he's waiting.
But what gets me is when young guys really want to know about marriage, and you see an OG. I don't even call him OG. I just call him. Yeah, I guess I could call him an OG. Old goofball. He goes, "Oh, I just do whatever she want me to do." Like, whoa.
No.
Whoa.
That's a simp, right?
Whoa, what'd you say?
That's a simp,
That's
right?
a simp, yeah. I said, I just do whatever. I just do whatever she want me, whatever she tell me to do. I was like,
Wow.
what kind of advice are you giving
Does that sound
our
like
young
good
men?
advice? That's terrible.
Yeah, do that sound like good advice?
I
Whatever she
know.
tell me to do, I just shut up and I just do whatever she tell me to do.
Wow.
I didn't know marriage.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No, I've heard a lot of older guys tell young guys
Yeah,
that who was
I've heard
serious,
that.
like, what's the secret to y'all staying together?
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess that would make you stay together for her.
Right.
But then, is that really a marriage?
That don't make you happy.
Yeah,
You're not a happy marriage.
Right.
because there's a lot of guys. They just, guys. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, go ahead, Ephraim, and then let's get into that part later. Ephraim, any questions you want to ask?
Yes.
You want the phone, or you want me to hold it?
Yeah, I'll hold the phone.
Okay. There it is. Don't turn it off.
So this is Ephraim Womack-El, the firstborn son of Bishop Shammah and Lady Womack-El. I'm just gonna flip the camera around.
Yeah, flip around because they can't see me anyway.
Yeah, they just
Oh, well, they can see
Let
your
them
face.
see you. Let them see
Or
your
see the
handsome
back of the
face.
car.
Yeah, see
Let them see your handsome face.
They see the back of my.
Anyway, I just wanted to really show you Dad and Mom. My dad and mom, they are celebrating their 19th and counting anniversary. So first of all, Dad and Mom, well, let me start with you first, Dad. How does it feel?
Feels like it feels like an accomplishment. And I say an accomplishment, and I like being straightforward. A lot of men like a hurdle and an accomplishment, but an accomplishment. I could honestly say I have arrived. And I'm talking for me. I can't talk for Mom. I have arrived where I come home, or I'm getting ready to come home. I want to come home. Has it always been like that? No. So how is it, and how has it been? It's in the beginning. It was major challenges for a number of reasons, but right now, 19 years, I enjoy. There are a lot of guys, they hate going home. And I remember when I used to work at certain places years ago, guys would always, we leave late. I remember I worked at Perry's funeral home, and we leave like 11:30. You think 11:30 p.m., you look forward to going home, at least going to bed, right? Them
Right,
guys be
yes.
like, they would drop me off, like, hey man, want to hang out? I'm like, hey man, I'm tired, man. We worked all day. Funerals, bodies, embalming, doing first calls, delivering cheers, and I'm like, man, I'm ready to go to bed. It's like, hey man, I ain't going home. And they were married. I'm like, why? I'm like, she gotta be sleeping. Like seriously, they didn't want to go home and she was asleep. And they wanted to go, they hang out at, clubs, taverns, bars, whatever. Anywhere. And a restaurant. Anything than to go home. And this was a practice like all the time, every day.
Wow.
And I never understood. That. I love coming home. I love being home. Sometimes I have to even make myself leave the house because of other responsibilities. My mentorship programs and my speaking programs and ministry. I love being home. I love being home because home, O-M, is a place of peace. It's my castle. And that's not my responsibility to make it a home. It's your mother's responsibility to make it home. And she has finally learned, and she's learned over time how to make it a home and make it peaceful for me. So it's you asked me the question, how's it been? It's like an accomplishment. Marriage is not for those who think, let's just get it on in the bedroom. Marriage is for those who are willing to put in the work. And so how has it been? it has been an accomplishment, but it's been like this. And I really, this is me. Marriage is like getting in love over and over and all over again with the same person.
Yes.
So for me, it's an accomplishment, but it's a great accomplishment, and it's a sweet spot of peace for me right now. And it hasn't been like that, but I'm not in the past. I love using my past as a teaching point, but I love my present better as a teaching point, because I don't think people have to repeat my past if they can see my present. That's my feelings on it.
Amen. That's what marriage is like. Marriage should be where you stay committed to your partner.
And that takes maturity. Cause so it's so, especially for me, being a person of opulence and education. It could have been so easy to say, forget this. It would have been so easy for me to I could have went and lived anywhere in the world.
Yes.
And just went anywhere and go.
Thank you,
know
Adrian
what?
Faulkner.
I could have went anywhere in the world and said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this, so I go get another woman or somewhere else or whatever. But it takes commitment, and you're not going to be committed if you haven't committed them to the Lord.
Amen.
You have to commit to the Lord first before you commit to a marriage. I'm convinced of that. Because if not, especially in this world, it's too many distractions and too many things that could take your attention when things ain't going right at home, that you could say, you know what, I'll be back, and you might not be back, or who knows, you know. It's too many distractions. And if it wasn't for the Lord, there would be no marriage. I'm talking about for me. No way. And you got people who think they're in a marriage just because you end up at the same location after 6 p.m. Don't mean that you married.
Right.
Even though you went to the altar and even made vows and even have children. That don't mean, you know how many people supposed to be married in the same house? They don't even sleep in the same bed, but they say they married. I thank God. I look forward to coming into the same house, sitting at the same table, eating dinner, and laying in the same bed, and being together intimately as well, and worshiping together. That means so much to me. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, son.
I understand a lot. It takes heart, it takes guts, and also commitment. And another important key factor in marriage is sex. You have it all the time, you and Mom. Really.
You got that right.
Marriage is nothing without sex. There are tons of people who have gotten married and never had sex. And then a lot of people who do have sex, they have challenges because they're not married, they're not committed. No. But this is the plan for families. For the husband and wife to stay together and have sex and to be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, and not just sex. The other things like
commitment,
supper,
in silence,
and sometimes say it, Shamila.
Sex, supper, and silence.
Sometimes silence. Sometimes you're talking too much. On both sides, the man and the wife need to learn how to take a break and shut up. Especially if stuff is just building and building. There, I'm doing all the talking. Why don't you talk? And stuff is building and building. Here's a place we could probably go get a refrigerator, freezer. Yeah. If you just going at it, he say A, she say B, he say C, she say D. Y'all not getting nowhere. Maybe you just need a break and don't say anything for a while, and then come back together. And we have done that over the years. I actually, anybody on?
A few people commented. I'm sure some people watching.
I got contracts.
Can I flip the camera?
Let me see. I'll give it back to you. See, marriage is a contract. I have contracts, but me and my wife, we've we've over the years. I don't know if we're gonna make it, babe.
We're 12 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
But
But I have contracts. I ain't gonna show you all the detail, but me and Lady Womack, we make contract. Actually, because and some of y'all might say, well, I don't know about it. Why should you do contract? Because a marriage is contractual.
yeah, it's a covenant.
It's a covenant. And we have paper contracts. I ain't gonna let you see it everything, but contracts. Contracts. And
Pause it.
you said pause it?
I said they can pause it and read it.
No, they can't because I moved it quick. And even our old program with our vows, I'm gonna let you read it later. Maybe when we get home, maybe we'll probably somebody who got shot. Young too. Crazy. Yeah, probably got shot.
Yeah.
But even our vows. And my wife, everybody got their own little thing. My wife don't know. I would carry around with me, and I got a lot of these too. I would have one on my desk. I would have one at my office on the desk, one at the church on my desk, and I would look at this thing. Sometimes I get pissed off. I get pissed off and read the vows and go, And you get checked. Some of y'all need to look at. Some people got married, never looked at their vows since they was married.
Wow.
Never looked at your vows. So it's like, how you gonna know? Even attorneys got to go back and they have a library of law that they got to go back and review. Like, how you gonna keep something and you don't know what you said?
True. That's true. That's true.
You know. So
Our children used to watch our wedding video all the time.
yeah. I want to read this and I'll give you back the phone. I want to read this. I'm talking to my wife. I'm saying, Antoinette, you are my wife. My feet dance because of you. My heart beats because of you. My eyes see because of you. Turn you on?
Talk that talk, honey. Talk
My
it.
mind thinks because of you, and I shall love because of you. We're divinely connected with purpose. The real mystery of marriage is not that husband and wife love each other, but that God loves them so much that they can discover each other more and more as living reminders of His divine presence.
Wow.
I believe a joyful marriage is a bit of heaven on earth. It is no mistake that maturity and matrimony come from the same Latin word. I also believe that you, Lady Antoinette, and I have a marriage that is made that we have a marriage that was made in heaven. We understand, even though it is a marriage made in heaven, we are responsible for the maintenance work. See, that's the part people don't want to deal with.
Right.
They just want to go ahead and spend thousands of dollars for a horse and carriage and get and have a marriage and a honeymoon. I think people waste more time on honeymoons and the ceremony and forget about the lifetime commitment.
Very true.
And these are my vows. The book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22 says, the man who finds a wife finds a good thing, and that she is a blessing to him from the Lord. Womack's translation says, he found Lady Antoinette, and she is not good, not excellent, but outstanding for him.
Wow.
And she is indeed a supernatural blessing to him from the Lord.
Wow.
I by myself can do
Oh, and this is another connection issue.
Oh wow, the connection keeps going.
I mean, that's technology. But yes, that was very valuable what you said, Dak. That's right.
Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
can't see nobody texting on that, right?
Actually, I saw some things come up. Now I'm not 100% sure if they're comments because something from Uber Eats came up. Uber definitely wouldn't make any comment.
Yeah, church. I spoke here. It used to be a church. All right, maybe we can talk another time if the connection's messed up. Is it on or it went off?
It reconnected.
All right. Any questions y'all got for us little ones?
What do you think of the day so far?
What I think of the day? I think it's a wonderful day. Every day I wake up, I'm alive, my heart beating. I think it's a great day.
Did you enjoy that we took you
You
out?
are 1/10 of a mile from your destination
All right,
on the
help me
right.
find
I
the.
enjoyed it, even though the food was terrible, but I paid for it.
Any questions, Shamaila?
I really like the food.
Oh,
Or you want to
You
say
have
something?
arrived at
Anything?
your destination,
Yeah.
958
there.
Elizabeth
See it?
Avenue
You saw it?
on the right.
That was all.
No,
Here it
put
is.
a different address in.
What's the number?
Oh, we have to go
Mom.
back that way.
No,
have to go
we
back.
can just park now.
Okay.
Oh, is it far?
No, it should
You want
be.
to say?
It should be within this block.
I'm gonna wait till Dan Martin talking.
All right, you ready now?
You got a
Yes.
question? If not, we're going to go off. We can probably do something
Maybe
in the
we'll do
library.
something.
Yes, we can do some more later on.
Yeah, y'all could
Yeah.
probably do it with the new equipment. You think y'all ready for that?
That'd be nice.
Alright.
See if anybody online got a question.
Anybody online?
Yeah.
Wanna say
See,
something?
maybe I'll flip the camera back. So does anyone have any questions, comments?
You got the back.
Anyone online would like to say
I just took
anything?
a nap. I just
Are we boring you?
no, but it
Or were
was
you
so
napping?
but it was so hot in the car that I just ate. So I
Just
was
someone,
tired.
if anyone wants to say anything or comment, or if anyone has any questions.
Alright. You can cut it off.
Okay, so nothing came up, so I'm gonna cut this off, and I'm going to say one more thing. If you're in America, actually, oh, this is something I wanted to say before. Parents, I advise you, husbands and wives, if you have children, and you should let them watch you disagree, but at the same time, let them see you make up. That's reality. Yes, you're human, you're gonna disagree, you're gonna have your little arguments, as Dad said, but the right thing to do is to make up. The proper thing to do, the moral thing to do, you understand what I'm saying? That's reality. You're going to have your little trials and tribulations, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world, and you can overcome your flesh, which is your enemy too. So that's something that I wanted to add. So even though you're human, you're going to have flaws, but overcome. So I'm going to sign off.
Yay!
God bless you. And I see you going one place that is up, and over the top.
See ya!
Peace.